So let's talk about my favorite meals to cook for a date.
Okay.
No, not actually. I was just joking.
Do you cook meals for a date?
No.
I think you usually take
just
people...
breakfast.
Yeah.
Hey. Oh. No.
You order it in, don't you?
Well, yeah, I don't cook
Breakfast,
for dates because I'm too self-conscious. Like, I'd be too shy to cook.
Yeah.
I think. Like, you're an exquisite cook. I love your cooking.
Thank you.
And I'm constantly in awe of your cooking. Your slow-cooked beefs, your sauces, your chili. It's just... And like, when I'm at your house and you're cooking up a storm, not to be overly complimentary because I know how much you hate it, but I do... Like, I really admire your finesse.
My finesse?
Yeah.
That's not something anyone has ever said to me before. They admire my finesse.
Your finesse.
I'm one of the least finessed persons.
No, when it comes to the kitchen, man,
yeah.
I think that you have a very strong skill in finding delicate flavor.
Yeah,
and so
that's a good thing.
So if you give me a wine... Mm-hmm. And it's an Aldi bottle, and then you get a really, really fancy bottle, I'll probably go, they're both pretty good, mate.
Yeah.
But you
That's funny because I've just been giving you the Aldi wine every time you come over.
Yeah, but I mean, you could. And you go like, this is a $200 bottle. And I'd probably go, I can really taste the flavors. But you can actually describe wine with great detail.
I don't know. I'm not that great at it. I mean, I know a little bit here and there, but some of it I think is a little bit too much, don't you think?
Yeah.
Like,
when you like cough.
It gets... yeah. But I mean, like, even... do you remember...
Matt Moran with his cravat.
Yeah, no.
It's my Matt Moran impersonation.
It does... That's a very good impression. Yeah. I like it, yeah. I don't really know much about Matt Moran or what he's...
Master Chef.
Yeah, I thought Matt Moran is the guy that owns Chiswick and stuff. Are you talking about the guy with the cravat? Isn't that someone else?
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
You're wrong. Matt Moran's the guy that rides motorcycles and he's bald.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, look at me.
What's the guy's name? The cravat-wearing gentleman from MasterChef? I don't...
The one where, like, his neck...
Yeah.
His neck and his chin meet. Oh, God.
Yeah. I think... people that get a little bit too far into it. You know how you showed me those videos that you had, that you guys found?
My naughty videos?
No,
we don't talk about
the naughty. Well, they are the naughty. Depends who you're asking. But all of that Penfolds Grange that you found. Oh,
of course. Yeah. Oh, I mean, a friend's father has a case of this, bottles of wine, which were like $2,000 each.
Yeah.
And he's got dozens.
So here's my thing, right? If I tried one of those, and I haven't tried Grange, but I'm pretty confident that if I tried it, I wouldn't be able to taste the difference between like that and let's say just a $200 bottle of wine or a $100 bottle of wine, maybe.
Okay. I think you're wrong.
Really?
I went on a very, very fancy boat.
Yeah.
With a very, very fancy company. And they did have one of those bottles.
The Grange ones. Yeah.
And I remember thinking, it's wasted on me. What do I know about wine? And I remember drinking this glass of wine and it tasted like velvet.
Yeah.
It was like pouring happiness down my throat. Like, this is amazing. But I think that even if you're not good at wine, you'd still say, oh, no, that's a really, really lovely wine.
Oh, I'm sure you would.
But I think that
lovely,
everything in between, that's all the same. It's squish grape.
Well, is it at what point does it become diminishing returns? Like after, is it $150? If you double that, is it twice as good? I mean, really?
I'm no sommelier, but, I think that anything above $30, I reckon it's all the same. You know, I think $30, pay $30.
But you said the Grange was velvet.
Yeah,
but you wouldn't pay $2,000 for it.
But when you get to that, when you get to that really, really, really high end, it's like, all right, maybe.
Okay.
But anything,
How much of what you eat and drink and enjoy do you think is about the story? And I don't just mean the story of what you're consuming, but who you're consuming it with, where, the environment, all of that sort of stuff. Most of it, 90% of it. So I did invite you to a dinner.
Yes. And I paid a lot of money for you to attend. You didn't come because you had a 1-year-old's birthday to go to.
Well, you told me the wrong date.
No. I sent you the right date. It's in texts. I got the receipts. Yeah.
No, I'm not talking about the text. I'm saying You said it to me
Yeah,
in
but
the
then
moment.
I sent you the invite, Tom, and it had the right date.
Yes, but here's the thing, right? I didn't properly read the date on the email because you said the date to me and I
Yeah.
said, hey, I've got a 1-year-old's birthday party.
All right.
You see?
Let's agree to disagree. It
No,
would have
let's
been
not
nice.
disagree. That's what fucking happened.
Okay. Let's disagree. You stood me up.
What are we disagreeing on?
I'm just saying, I sent you the details. Look, we could get caught up in this for a long time,
We're
Tom.
already caught up in it.
Would have liked you to have been there because
Yeah.
you would have enjoyed yourself.
Didn't you say there's going to be a next one?
There will be another one, but like another 6 months.
I don't think I can afford to get my photo
we
in the Daily Mail.
digress. Don't make me give you a backhander. The party was really amazing.
Yeah.
Every time food came out, it's like, oh, this is a lovely fish, sustainably caught from this guy who only catches fish using a hand reel and all these great stories, every meal. And it made it so much more enjoyable. The company was fine. We chatted, we laughed. The banter was good. Every wine was matched with the meal. And we were drinking champagne that was the same champagne that was from the Titanic, the same brand, same
I remember
type.
you said that. Yeah,
and it was just great.
Did they send someone down to Divers to pick it up, or was it?
Yeah, they did. It's cold down there.
Yeah,
So it was kept quite fresh.
of course.
But the same brand, same type.
Yeah,
And knowing that made it really enjoyable. It's like we're drinking history.
yeah.
And
Not we're all on a sinking ship together.
no,
Was it?
not about to die in the cold, icy depths of the Arctic. And Jack isn't going to get shoved off that door frame when there was plenty of room, but Rose was selfish and decided to murder Jack.
Take it up with James Cameron, man.
Will do. But it is all about the story. And I remember feeling like such great joy because of the company, the food and the wine. It was lovely.
Yeah.
And it was expensive. But a few weeks earlier, I was sitting on the grassy knoll down at Bondi with my dear friend Jim, who's getting married tomorrow. And we had $20 fish and chips and 6-pack. And we watched a storm roll in. And I experienced such great joy just watching this storm with my close friend Jim Finn and his soon-to-be bride, Dom, and my housemate, Ollie. And it was just really, really beautiful. And you don't need expensive meals and expensive grapes.
Sure, you don't, but the story is built in as well. Like, I mean, it's the same. It's like for like in those two situations, right? I mean, you have one cheap and simple experience and one expensive one, but the fact that they both have a story to them.
100%. And the thing is that, like, if we are to get philosophical, one of my favorite philosophers and ancient Greek philosopher being Epicurus, and he spawned the Epicurean way of living. And it is all about wine, actually. It's like based in wine because they love their wine. And his whole kind of ethos behind the Epicurean life is that cheap grapes with good company is more important than the finest of wines in the world and no company at all.
If you'd like to watch the full interview, there'll be a link, obviously. You won't have to work too hard for it. It's also available in podcast forms for those with better things to do than watch our stupid heads.